last night, no, this morning, around 1 a.m., I was going around the Tinubu way. Yes, come. Go and tell Setraco. This early morning, 1 a.m., I was going around. They put all the street lights in that Bola Ahmed Tinubu way. Tell them that is unacceptable to us. So you better tell them, if that happens again, I'm going to blacklist them. They won't get any job as far as the FCT is concerned. You can't go and commission a road and name after Mr. President, and then after that, you can put off the light. I will not accept it. So they think that we won't go around. 1 a.m. I was going around to see what was going on. And so we will not accept that at all. We will not accept that. Let other companies also know that don't think that after commissioning, you will put off the light. You must hand over the road to FCDA and then let us manage it by ourselves.
Hello beloved, you're welcome back to our YouTube channel. I brought you an interesting video, but that is Nyeso Wike actually ranting from the beginning of this video, threatening to take people's job away from them because there was light out at the Tinubu street. What did they name it and all that? Ran about. I'm not really going, that is not what we are here to discuss, but I just want to tell you how corrupt and mad our government officials are actually turning into right now. Nigeria is becoming a nation that is no longer safe for a lot of us, but that is not the purpose of this video. We're going to discuss about Nnamdi Kanu's court hearing today, but there's a video I want you to watch before we actually go into that, and it's very educational and helpful, and why Nigerians government hates Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so much and why they are not going to release him today. I'm not going to talk much, but I'm going to let you watch the video, and here is it, guys.
One of them, of course, Nnamdi Kanu,
yes,
who remains in custody and whose continued incarceration some people see as the unfairness of the Nigerian system, because other separatist agitators from other ethnic groups have been freed, whilst Mr. Kanu, who is Igbo, remains in custody. What are your thoughts on that? Because the argument is that he was charged to court and the courts freed him, but he's still locked up.
Well, what you must know is that Nnamdi Kanu is being held hostage on behalf of the famed unity of Nigeria. That's what it's all about. It's as simple as that. If you mention his name in certain circles, they don't want to hear it because they feel like he threatens the real estate called Nigeria. And his Igbo makes it worse because Nigeria's DNA hates the Igbo for attempting, in the 60s and, towards the end of the 70s, to leave a country they said is no longer favorable to their existence. But I keep saying, and I will repeat here again, is there any Nigerian out there in their majority who has not mentally seceded from Nigeria? Not many. That's why people are living in droves. Each time you get on a plane leaving this country is full, each time it's coming back, probably full too, but it is those who are coming back to pack their things that are coming back. That's the way I describe it. But the truth is that Nnamdi Kanu has been held hostage. He was abducted from Kenya, extraordinary rendition. The fact that he's kidnapped from Kenya could not be explained shows that any judicial pronouncement or processes after that is null and void. You cannot go and kidnap somebody and bring them before a court. And the courts have made it very clear, even up to the Supreme Court, that he did not jump bail. It was the military that went to his house to kill people, and then he escaped. And now you have brought him back, you ought to respect and restore his bail. That's what I told his lawyers. Why are you applying for bail again? Because the Supreme Court made all the pronouncements except releasing him. And I think it was because they were afraid. And that's why I say he's a hostage to this country. And like you rightly said, there are other people who have made even more egregious pronouncements and fought and carried arms in this country. And you have not treated them the same way because they're not Nnamdi Kanu's, their name don't sound East. And I'm not here to fetish being able. But the reality is that they are not treated fairly. And Nnamdi Kanu is part of the reason why that is clear to everybody.
Right.
And by the way, I must also reveal here that there are some Igbo elites who are behind this. Whenever there's a crime of conspiracy against freedom fighters, there are people inside and outside who are working together.
Well, let's return to you.
Yes.
Are you going to run again for president in 2027?
So let me give you a cliche. I never stopped running, even after the 2018-2019 election. But that is not to say that I will be running perpetually for office. My goal is to make this country work in my lifetime.
And do you have a master plan to achieve that goal?
I have made it public. I was the first person to bring a digital master plan to bear on Nigeria. Even, and this I can provide, even the so-called coastal highway. I was the first person to talk about it from in 2018 when I visited Badagry for a town hall meeting. But mine was supposed to start from Badagry to Calabar and eventually to go from there to Senegal, because I believe in the unity of the African continent.
So you support that coastal highway?
Well, I don't support the one they are building now. Because
but you support the one that you want to
yes,
build?
because the one they are building now is a Atlantic outlet.
Right.
Yes, and I would predict here today, the coastal highway they are building is probably going to end up at the Dangote refinery, because it's meant for transporting high-level workers from the Atlantic to the refinery and back. After that, you would never hear about the coastal highway again, because that's the design. And I don't know why journalists haven't asked for us to have the real full master plan. It makes it sound today that the coastal highway is only about, you know, what's that place they're demolishing there?
The landmark.
The landmark.
Yeah.
No. The coastal highways, we're supposed to have a model that is shown to us on TV every day. This is the digital model.
Well, in fairness, they've shown a route.
The route is
route
not,
that
I'm
is
talking about
supposed
a
to
model
run
on
through.
where we
Right.
pass, you know. But now we only have, they said they're only doing 47 kilometers. And don't forget that the people who are building the coastal highway, the high-tech people, also had promised to build highways from Lagos to Epe, and they've been doing it for probably 20 years since Tinubu came to power. Never got past the state. That's why I'm saying this is a 47-kilometer highway meant to just provide an outlet for the Bundungu they're building called the Atlantic. Because how was it that people were going to come in there and bring 300,000 people and there's no any other outlet? So the coastal highway now is going to be built by Nigeria for a private investor, real estate investor. That's what it is about. So this is not the coastal highway that I wanted to build.
Well, we'll have to see what happens there. Yeah. But we're almost out of time, and it's an absolute delight to have you here. But you called for revolution now.
Yes.
That was one of the reasons you were charged with treason.
That's right.
But should it be about revolution or about reform? I mean, there's a difference there, isn't there?
Why I was calling for revolution is that I spent 2 years at Columbia University in New York, an Ivy League school.
That's a very good school.
Yes,
yeah.
One of the best 10 in the US.
Yeah.
And most people have never heard this about me before. And part of the reason I attended Columbia University was because they were calling me layabout at the University of Lagos because I was an activist. And I went to one of the best schools in the world. And I know what reforms are about, from the World Bank, you know, from the internet. And Nigeria's case has gone beyond reform. Only a revolution can address the issue. But guess what? The revolution used to be a taboo word in 2019 when I was using it. Now it's freely used. Everybody is calling for a revolution, including those who were opposed to it in 2019. It's beyond me, but I would say this because it's important for the public, that revolutions that are supposed to happen will happen no matter how long it will take. You can only suppress people only for a time. But the Nigerian revolution is building up. You know, what builds up a revolution are the ingredients you have in place. And suppress of ethnic groups, suppress of free speech, journalists, taxation without responsibility, you know. And I wanted to say about landmark, that I was aware that they're not demolishing landmark just because they want to build a road. They had been targeting the landmark guy even before now. They refused to let him have a water corporation land that he wanted to build part of, you know, because they said, oh, we are too powerful here. You know, these are things that have been going on for a long time. So it is not by accident that they are demolishing the place. There are connotations to it. And I'm saying it publicly here. Yes.
So basically, broadly speaking, we're out of time, but just very briefly.
Broadly speaking,
the approaching storm is still approaching.
Oh yes, it's just a matter of time. And it's going to happen whether I lead it or not. It's just a matter of time. It's a ticking bomb because you cannot hold people to ransom for this long and you will not be suffering consequences for it.
So, beloved, I believe you heard what he has to say. As you all know, today is 19th of June 2024, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to go for his court hearing today and all that. And there is a whole lot of things this man is actually saying in this video that I wish the Nigerian government will actually just do and free this man and let peace actually reign. Because a lot of people will be like, he's a sole threat and all these things to Nigeria. What about the bandits, the Boko Harams? Like, you can call on and on the Fulani herdsmen and all that. Are they no more threatening and deadly than this man? What? Somebody say he just wants out from a country that he feels like it's not working for him, and you feel like it's a crime. And the Supreme Court has actually set him free, but order from above says that they should keep him and all that. And a lot of people are saying that he actually escaped from his home to Kenya, and he said no, he didn't. Forces were sent to his house to kill him, and he has to escape with his life. And people were killed in his home, people that were protecting him and all that. And you feel like enough is not enough. Please, freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, being 19th of May, being 19th of June 2024, because enough. Nigeria has a lot of problem to like actually concentrate on, or better ways to actually develop this country than to focus on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And there's something that I'm saying, that he's not the first to come out and say that, oh, he wants division out of Nigeria, or this, that, or they see him as threat. There are other talks that are threat, but because he's an Igbo man, Nigerians have a problem with it. And there's something he says in this video that a lot of Nigerians, like, they don't like the Igbos, and also there are forces within. Even the Igbos also don't like their self that much, the way they claim to say they like their self. All this one day of a thing, it's just for caricature and all that. So my hope is like they have locked this man for too long and let them just set him free. And there's something that he says that his lawyers are actually doing to apply for bail and all that all the time. Stop it. Ask them to let him go. It's not about bail. Do you know how much DSS make each time he goes to court hearing? That is one thing you people need to know and understand, that this case is beyond like all these things. So what they want, I don't know whether they want to settle an agreement or something with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but the way they are going with this case is no longer funny, and it's not pleasant to the ear or to the heart anymore, because they are just torturing this man every day or on daily basis, or like, you understand what I mean. So they should just set this man free and just let him move on with his life and all that. And honestly, the day they are going to set this man free, Nigeria is going to catch fire. I swear that, because the Igbos are going to go roko and all that. And yes, it's something they have actually been fighting for years and all that, for him to be able to walk freely among people or among the state, the nation, and all that. So I just hope that justice for him, he's being free today and all that. I don't know and all that. Some people say, how can you wish for him to be free? How can you even say a thing like that? Do you know what this man is? What do you know what he's capable of doing? Do you see? We are tired. All we want is just change. If Biafra is going to be a nation that will be better than Nigeria, that can accommodate other people from other countries, please go ahead at this point, because what we are facing in Nigeria, it's even worse than what they are doing at this point, because they don't even hear the cry of the masses. And this democracy of a thing that they say is into existence for the past how many years, blah blah blah, it's just like a charade for me, because nothing is working. You can't tell me that you want freedom, you want this, there's freedom of movement, freedom of speech, government of the people, be by the people, for the people, blah blah blah, all those things, and it's not happening. So what do you want us to do? No be where better person go chook head. So please let them look into some certain kind of matters and just do a whole lot of things, because this thing is no longer funny and it's no longer sweet anymore. And I just don't know where Nigeria is actually heading. Like, it's like Nigeria just falling down by the day and all that, and it's very very disturbing at the same time, because prices of commodity are not something that like is a force to be reckoned with right now as we speak, and a whole lot of things, instead of going forward, is falling back and tumbling and all that. Like there's a whole lot that I don't understand right now and where Nigeria is heading. Then they asked Mr. Perfect, Oga, that are you going to come for presidency in 2027? And he said that he has are you going to stop running at this point for presidency? And he said he has never stopped, he's just getting started. And I'm like, hey God, problem deal for Nigeria, Boku. Like every angle you turn your face to, there's problem. So how is it going to larry people, or what is it called? How is it going to like see sometimes when you feel like you can't go anywhere, you like see sometimes pause, okay? Because I just feel like it's waste of funds and resources and all that campaigning when you know you're not going to win the election. But who am I to say? Probably, maybe he could actually win the election and all that. But sometimes some of all these people, they intend to talk for people to follow them. They speak on certain kind of things you feel like is the truth and all that. See, there's every agenda behind every other thing. So far this is Nigeria for me. I don't trust anybody, and like see, no, it can't, because people can do the undo and all that, but that is just it. And I just find it funny at the same time, and like it's somehow, because you're going after something you know that you can never achieve. What is the sense of wasting funds and resources and time and energy on that particular thing when you know at the end of the day you're just wasting your time? But sha, in they say, is it perseverance, abi what, it opens doors. So who knows, maybe one day, boom, he will emerge as the president of Nigeria and all that. And glory be to God. I wish him all the best. I wish that God grants his wishes to him and all that. But let them just free Nnamdi Kanu today, being 19th of June 2024, so that peace can actually reign. Let's know where some of our problems are actually coming from, and let's know where we are going to turn our heads to at the end of the day, because we don't really know what is happening in Nigeria anymore. It's just too toxic for us. So that is just the video I decided to bring your way today. And please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly pause this video, subscribe, comment, like, share, and don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you. Thank you for always supporting us, and thank you for always being here. And if you're a new subscriber, God bless you and welcome to the family. We love you and God love you the most. We bring you all happening things in Nigeria and within Africa. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you.